Hello everyone, I'd like to introduce you to a new feature just added to Students Achieve. Teachers now have the ability to print their own learner profiles. In order to do this, all you need to do is from your main Students Achieve screen, as you can see right now, you go up to the tab here that says Analyze, click on it, click on Additional Reports, and then you choose Run Reports. Now incidentally, this is the same screen you'll go to in order to run your usage hit counter summaries, which would be under System Reports. But for this purpose, for printing a report card out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure by clicking on the plus sign that School Reports is expanded, that Report Card is expanded. You may see it initially looking like this, but I'm going to expand it. And then, depending on whether I teach elementary or junior high, I'm going to choose either the Foothills Elementary Report Card or the Foothills Junior High Report Card. For the example class that we're using, I'm going to choose the Foothills Junior High. Next, it's going to ask me which track I'd like to use. For most people, this is just going to be one track this year, which will be 2010-2011. Next year you'll be able to choose from two tracks, one for the previous year and one for the current year, so that you can generate an old report card at any point in time. Once I've selected the current track, all I need to do is go down to the bottom here and push Next. Then it's going to ask me which term, so this is a full year course. The next question is going to ask me which report period, so I'll go ahead and choose report period 1. Then it's going to ask me which classes I'd like to include. Students Achieve will automatically include every course that a student takes. However, the reason for this screen is so you can choose which group of students you'd like to print report cards for. So if I'm teaching an English Language Arts class and I'd like that class to be the class that I export report cards for, I'll just go ahead and choose ELA 05, and any student that's in ELA 05 will show up. Most commonly, what you'll do is choose the homeroom, as it's most commonly the homeroom teacher that prints report cards. But again, whichever class you teach, you can select that class. Once you've done that, and because of the fact this is a FOIPable account, I'm actually going to pull this down a little bit so you can't see who the student is. But once I've done that, I'll hit Next. And it gives me a choice on this screen. You can't see them because obviously I can't show the names of the students on this screen. But it'll just give you a list of your classes. If you want to print everybody, you just leave everybody selected. If you just want to choose one student, you just click on that student's name. And then press Next. This next question is very important, as it asks you to choose whether or not you'd like to show unsubmitted data. As you know, when you finish your report cards at the end of each term, your final step is to press Save and Submit. If you only want to print information that has been submitted that way, leave this box unchecked. This is always the safest option. If you want to preview something that you want to see if something you've been working on in your report card view is going to look right on the learner profile, but you don't want to submit it first, then you can check this box. The only danger is that if you check that box without at least checking out every one of your classes at least once, the report card won't be able to generate because it won't be able to pull data from each report section. So for example, if you haven't checked out science, then there's no data in science, and then if it tries to print that, it's not going to have anything to print from and it'll get confused. So again, if you're printing real data, just uncheck that. If you're printing test data, check it. Do ask if you have any questions on that. So I'm going to go ahead and press Next. And it's going to take me to the last screen where I can enter the principal's name, whether or not it's a year-end report card. The only time you do that is, of course, in the last term. And what that does is brings up the grade level achievement box, as well as the summative signature box. Other than that, they are identical report cards. So you can just go ahead and fill those fields in. And once you've done that, you can just push the button that says Process Report. In a moment, a box will appear to show you that the report is processing. And in a couple of seconds, your learner profile, or if you've selected multiple students, your learner profiles, will appear as a PDF document, which you can either print or save for emailing home. If you have any questions on how to do this, please feel free to call me at any time.